My last videos flopped. Let's accept reality. It's time for a rebrand. I'm going to level up and rebrand this channel and my whole image as an artist. My style, aesthetic, art, almost everything. If you're going through a flop era or just feel like you need to level up, find and develop your style, if you want to make content as an artist or animator, or just want to log the fuck in, then listen. Just as always, I spent a lot of time and effort making my last video. I thought it was going to perform a lot better. The numbers were ass and they discouraged me. Because what's even the point? I had a little mental breakdown. It was not one of those breakdowns where you crash out a bit. It was a silent staring into the abyss, feeling empty as hell type of breakdown. Maybe I should just give up is what I thought. I've taken this channel quite seriously for almost 2 years. I had negative thoughts and spiraled a bit, but deep down I knew I should keep making videos. Thank you to the people who encouraged me. I stood back up and decided to continue. I knew I had to anyway, it's what my soul wants me to do, but let me be dramatic every now and then. What do I have to do? I simply have to become better. There's no need to sugarcoat it. I have to make better content, better art, better animation. And I will. Everything is intertwined. So what needs to be changed? I have some questions, and I will try to find the answers to them right now. I will find new strategies. You will see my thought process in real time. I mean, you will watch the video later than me thinking about this, but you get what I mean. If this video won't perform well, then it is what it is. Detachment. This will be the last video from my previous era. We are about to enter a new one. Actually, this video is the transition. Let's start with my content and channel. If you want to create content in the art or animation niche, pay attention. I've been doing this for a while. These are the points we need to go through. Niche, video topics, yapping, thumbnails, aesthetics, editing style. Is it good to have such a niche? The art niche on YouTube is quite big, but it's not one of those huge ones. The animation niche is smaller, especially the subcategory I am in, aka talking about 2D animation the specific way. We can filter it down even more since I mainly focus on anime. The way I talk about animation and art on this channel is not that common. I'm not saying I am the shit, but I definitely have quite a unique style. So my answer is yes. It can be harder to get more views, but the competition might be smaller as well. I am more likely to build a loyal audience this way. I already kind of have one. Thank you. Is it a good idea to incorporate art as well? I am not sure about this. Obviously, art and animation go hand in hand, but should I narrow it down even more? For now, I will do what I do usually, and that is talking about mainly animation and adding art to the soup every now and then. I don't just animate after all. Do I have interesting video topics and ideas? I think I have banger video ideas. Okay, let's be humble. My ideas might be bangers, but maybe they are not what the viewers want. I also have to change something to increase audience retention. I have to incorporate again what I used to, aka doing research. What are the topics and terms that my audience types into the search bar? What kind of videos do you want to see, ladies and gentlemen? I already got back on track with this as we speak. I have to be smart, which means listening to my audience and fulfilling their wishes, but also making videos that feel good for my soul so that I don't want to delete my channel. Should I quit yapping? As much as I like yapping, I have to admit this might not work anymore. Yapping does work when I talk about drama or slightly controversial topics. It's enough to just take a look at my most popular videos. Actually, I don't even talk about drama. I don't know what category of videos this is. Anyway, for tutorials or guide videos, I don't think too much yapping works. I always try to get straight to the point, but clearly something is not okay. So let's compromise. I will yap when it fits the vibe. If the video doesn't need yapping, I will just talk clearly and say the most important things. If I have to talk less on this channel, then so be it. What's for sure is that I want to stay authentic and that I don't want to suppress my real self. What should I do with the thumbnails? Is this okay? It looks a bit messy, doesn't it? I can see some type of consistency, but I will make my video tab look better. I want to develop a consistent and aesthetic thumbnail style. How can I level up my aesthetics? Should I make a PNG tuber? There has been some traces of it here and there on the thumbnails, but I've been thinking about creating one that looks good for quite some time. I want to have a specific aesthetic, and a PNG tuber could add to that. I could put her in my videos, but I am not so sure about this yet. How can I level up my editing? Should I keep putting brain rot in my videos or should I just throw it in the trash? My humor is kind of weird and I totally understand if someone clicks out of my video after an intro like this. Some of you like it, but for others it might be off-putting. Even if it is unfunny as hell, I still laugh my ass off when I edit shit like that. Let me have fun. But again, maybe the answer is that I just have to compromise. Or do I have to actually? Can brain rot and aesthetics go together? Hell yeah. I don't care. I can be the queen of aesthetic and brain rot if I want to. The memes will stay where they fit. There will be less in tutorials and guide videos, but the brain rot stays when it feels right. I got a lot better at editing thanks to running a YouTube channel. There is still room for improvement, but there are elements in my videos that I don't want to change. And I don't have to overthink this. If I keep practicing by making videos, of course, I will get better at editing. I want to create a certain aesthetic. When someone visits my channel or looks at my art or animation, I want them to think, wow, she has style. I mentioned that everything is intertwined. I want to dress, draw, animate and design based on this style. Not always, obviously, that would be very tiring, but I kind of want to have an image online. It wouldn't be fake, it would still be me and it will look very cool. And I hope I can make it look cool. Let's collect inspiration. I like the visuals of 90s and early 2000s anime, the nu metal era. My favorite band is Linkin Park, although they aren't really nu metal, they are Linkin Park. Their music and visual world is a style and lifestyle on its own, and I wouldn't put them into this box, but for the sake of collecting inspiration for the aesthetic I want to go for, I will use this term just for now. Breaking the Habit music video, a masterpiece. Hybrid Theory and Meteor Art, 1000 Sounds low-key. All of their albums, to be honest. But anyway, early 2000 nu metal aesthetic, spikes, graffiti, anime, the nu metal pose, baggy jeans, belts, oversized t-shirts, sneakers, cool hairstyles, dressing like Adam Sandler but still going hard. Let's pour a little Y2K into the mix as well. I am low-key collecting inspiration for how I want to dress too. Sometimes I want to dress like Misa, sometimes I want to dress like Adam Sandler. Maybe I could add some grunge as well, and cyberpunk most definitely. Colors. I really like lavender, violet, pastel blue, grey, black, dark denim blue, maybe a tiny bit of neon green or purple here and there. Cool textures and patterns like hearts and stars, symbolism. Screens, VHS overlays, PS1 and 2, Nokia, The Matrix. Anime, Dragon, of course, Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Psychopaths, maybe Samurai Champloo and Nana. Evangelion, Lane, Death Note. How can I connect all of this with animation? I could definitely do it somehow, but I still have to animate without these elements. If it's done well, animation already looks cool just in itself, but I definitely want to incorporate this style every now and then. It will make the image and style go even harder. Talking about animation, I really want to animate things that I actually feel like making, just for the sake of creating with passion and getting into flow state. I don't always want to be like, oh, you have to be able to animate this and this and this, or else you will suck as an animator. Hell no. Animation is very complex and not every animator has to be able to animate very complex fights with crazy moving backgrounds. Some are better at facial expressions, character acting, conveying emotions, some are better at slower and delicate movements, morphs, or at animating fabric and hair, and so on. I can't keep clenching my jaw like, girl, relax a bit. It's alright to animate what I feel like I am capable of animating, and I know it will look pretty as hell if I enjoy the process. And if I feel like animating action, then let's go. I want to and have to follow my intuition more. How can you polish and improve your art style? And if you haven't developed one, how can you find it? I just want to say that I think having an art style is a bit overrated, especially if you're an artist who does multiple forms of art. Not everyone has to have a specific art style. If you are an animator, you have to be able to adapt to different ones. But I get the hype, it's nice having your own. My style has changed a lot. Now I can say that I am starting to see something that could be called my art style. Painting backgrounds and making anime layouts made me improve a ton. If you're quote-unquote forced to get better, it automatically helps developing your style as well. You will notice mistakes sooner, it will get easier to stylize things if you want, your line work will look better, your anatomy skills will improve as well, and so on. Not everyone wants to work in the industry, and if you are one of these people, my advice is to make an art or animation study plan and set realistic deadlines for yourself. What also helped me is observing and analyzing manga that I love the style of. Literally, look at manga panels, and if you are not into that, pick another medium or art form. Make a Pinterest board or a folder on your computer and collect inspiration. Collect data, observe. The easiest and most effective thing to do is to ask yourself questions. Should I draw the eyes more realistic or stylized? How do I like to draw face shapes? What about hair and clothes? Should I make it very detailed or is less more? Draw a character. Try drawing different parts of the face and body in different ways. Let's look at the eyes, for example. Would you like to draw the inner corner and the whole outer line of the eye, or would you like to draw it more anime-like? What about the eyelashes? And do you like drawing eyebrows with more details or just with a few lines? Do you like drawing the shape of the head more or less realistic? Make different versions and choose the one that you like the most. And you don't even have to stick to it if it doesn't feel right after a while. It's natural your style will change and improve over time. You can do this comparing and analyzing versions method with everything: line art, clothes, hair, even rendering. Choose the elements that you like and mix them. That will be your art style. Now I will give you some tips. You have to have a goal. Ask yourself simple questions like, why do I want to make art and or content? Why do I like creating? Do I want to take this seriously or do it just as a hobby? Do I want to pursue a career in art and or animation? Do I want to monetize my art? What do I want to animate and draw? And so on. It's important to clear your mind. Start with questions. It's even more effective if you write them down and the answers as well. Lock in. You have to have a vision. Now make plans. Write them down. I am serious. Journal and plan in your own style. Do it intuitively but neatly. It's okay to be messy sometimes, but not when making plans. Plan your month. Divide your monthly tasks to weekly and your weekly tasks to daily ones. You can start using habit trackers as well. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many tasks and projects. Make the plan manageable. Adjust it to your schedule. Because if you don't even do half of the tasks, you will feel discouraged and might beat yourself up for it. I have been there. This one is not really for newbies, but rather for people who already know what they want to do and have started to execute their plans. If you feel stuck, take a little break. Some people might just need 1 or 2 days, some only hours, some a few weeks. Detach and think about how much work and energy you have put into this. People who get it, get it. You deserve recognition and money for your work. It's completely okay to spiral and get emo as hell, but don't let these negative thoughts and emotions control you. Everyone needs to be humbled from time to time. It's okay, move on. You have come far, so don't stop now. Find your passion again. Consume media, do hobbies that reignite that spark. Be smart and learn, observe, collect data. Open your eyes and ears, get back on your feet, get back to work. What are the things that you find pretty? Look for inspiration. Type in specific keywords in the search bar. Are there certain aesthetics and art styles you like? You might get inspired by different periods of art as well, even by other art forms like sculpting, fashion design, film, architecture, and so on. Save images on your computer or on different Pinterest boards. It's okay to make just one board as well. You can add banger art to your bookmarks. You can make mind maps, make it fun. Find balance. Cliché, but let me explain. Take it seriously. This is something that you want to take to the next level, right? But don't go overboard. Find a healthy amount of obsession and pay attention to your health, both mentally and physically, emotionally as well, because you have a soul, and if your soul wants you to create art, you better listen to it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them and your opinion. I like to interact with you all. I would like to thank everyone, especially those who have been here for more than a year. Some of you all have been here for almost 2 years now. I will do my best to make better content, animation and art. Thank you for watching. Drink water. Love and peace.